there, Ate Sandy?
It's 1:52 a.m.
Wow, the new
Wow.
Long Island, New
Thank
York,
you for
right?
doing this at that.
Long Island, New York. That's right.
And so,
Long
how's the
Island, New
situation
York.
there? How's the situation there?
So, quite honestly, I'm not following the news. It's my way of safeguarding my mindset and my inner peace. And it's not to say that I'm not aware of what's going on in the vicinity and in the larger New York area and all around the country. It's sad out there. I think everybody knows that.
Mhm.
So much going on, from the pandemic to the recent chaos that's going on. But you know what? We can't, like it, this is not to say to be insensitive to what's going on, but really, we can always find something positive about every situation. And I'm not, like I
Mm.
said, if I ever offend anybody by saying that I still have that inner peace within me, but it
Mhm.
doesn't mean that I am not empathetic to a lot of people who's been suffering from whatever situation they're in. But by the grace of God, we are doing good. We are able to help people in our own way, even with the situation.
That's good. Will Burn.
Yeah.
Burn
Oh
is
my
Yep. No.
gosh, I
say
will.
I
Our
will.
best. I love
Wow.
Wilburn.
Everybody loves Wilburn.
I know, I
Everybody loves.
know.
uh,
Yes,
yes, and today we'll get to know you, your transformation.
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes,
So, well, what's your story going to Long Island? I know you're from Cagayan de Oro,
yes,
correct?
yes. Cagayan de Oro.
I think
So,
that's going to be part of the.
how did you go from Cagayan de Oro to where you are now?
Okay, so my American journey started in 2008. So I used to
Wow.
work for, yes, yes. I used to work for the city government of Cagayan de Oro doing public relations work.
Wow.
Yes. So I'm sure that I have friends in the city government who are watching right now in Cagayan de Oro.
Yeah, Paul is saying from
Hello,
Cagayan de
friends from Cagayan
Oh,
de Oro.
that's my
Hi.
brother. Oh my gosh.
Oro. Michelle also.
Mitch. Oh, this is fun. Oh,
And
yes.
so, paano?
You can
So
see the
anyway,
comments.
back
You
to
can see the
my
comments.
back to my story. What took me to Long Island? So when I was working, when I was doing public relations work for Cagayan de Oro, there was this opportunity for us to establish a sister city relationship with a city in Virginia, in Norfolk. So we have like attributes between Norfolk and Cagayan de Oro that really allowed us to foster a sister city relationship. So we traveled. I was part of the delegation who traveled to Virginia to formalize that relationship. So with city officials and business leaders from our hometown. So we went to Virginia, and then it was supposed to be a short trip, right?
Uh-huh.
It's just a few days there. And
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
then at that time, the mayor of Cagayan de Oro was Mayor Haraula. I'm sure some of you guys who are watching there are familiar with him. He's really a brilliant lawmaker
Uh-huh.
and public icon in the Philippines. So
Yeah.
um, he was the mayor at the time, and so I asked him if I can take a short vacation and try to explore New York because I wanted to come to New York.
Uh,
Yes. So
And
I traveled to New York after our official trip to Virginia
so
with knowing nobody in New York. I don't have a relative. Well, I have friends, but I don't know where they are in New York. So it's really more of like an adventure, and then the rest is history. And I guess I'm meant to be in Long Island. I love Long Island.
Yeah. So I lived for a while with Ate Sandy. I think I was there in her house for 3 weeks.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
yes. We
3 weeks.
adopted Dito.
Wait, don't spoil my introduction of Ate Sandy
Oh,
because I
that's
was
Oops.
from Rose. Bombo Radio style. Bombo,
Oh my
bombo,
gosh.
bombo. Take it away, Ate Sandy.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Tina.
Hi, hi. All right.
Yeah, masarap magluto yan si Ate Sandy. Anton.
Talaga?
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Come visit us, Anton. I'll cook for
We
you.
Yes.
spent hours in her kitchen cooking. Yeah, because both of us, we really love to cook and we love to eat, Ate Sandy and I. So, ang dami natin oras dun sa kitchen, Ate Sands.
I
I remember that.
know. I think the
And last
kitchen
night,
is
I was
our
talking to her
most
and she's
memorable
cooking her
place in the
famous fried
house.
rice.
Huh?
Oh, last night when I was talking to you, you were cooking your famous fried rice. I was hungry the whole time because I was on protein day. So,
Actually, that's my daughter's recipe. She created that recipe.
really, that
The
was her
spam
daughter's
and all
recipe.
that. Yes,
Okay.
she made that.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So let's start.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dito. Good afternoon to all the people watching in the replay and in the live stream. And Dito, this is always I do a lot of live stream, but this is the best one always, just because it's a transformation story. You get to meet a lot of people, and today is very special. We're meeting Ate Sandy. Can you probably share to our audience, to everybody, who
Yeah.
Ate
So,
Sandy is?
very special, like you said, Anton. Alam mo, there's a standard of life, we need to surround ourselves with 5 types of people: the inspired, the passionate, the motivated, the grateful, and the open-minded. Meet my 5 in 1. So Ate Sandy has totally been a true source of positive energy, and her and Ate Sandy's husband they've been really good friends to me, and I can't wait to introduce her to the whole world. No? I mean, this is a perfect opportunity for us for her story to be heard. So, Ate Sandy started out as a journalist and a reporter, and then she was a broadcaster for and then she worked as a editor-in-chief for the local CDO government paper, I think, and then went into public relations for the same government, which eventually led her to be a goodwill ambassador to Japan. And I think she started that story about being an ambassador also to Virginia. So anyway, I don't want to take away from her story. Ate Sandy, pasok!
All right.
Hi, guys.
Style.
Hi,
Hello,
Ate
Ate
Sandy.
Sandy.
Hi, Anton. Hi, Dito. Thank you so much for inviting me to be in this platform of yours.
Yeah.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Morning. Good
Early
morning.
morning.
Yes, it's 2 o'clock in the morning in New York.
Damn,
Wow.
yes.
Okay. And if you're watching this in replay or in live stream, just put your questions or comments in the section below. So we'll just shout out to people watching. Juvie, Lucille, of course.
Hi,
Uh,
Lucille. That's my cheerleader.
yeah. And
And
ate ng bayan. Vanessa, of course.
Hi,
Hello,
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Carlos is from New York.
Oh
Tama
my
ba?
gosh. Yes.
And also from CDO,
Carlos
right? Ate Tans?
Carlos is also from Cagayan de Oro and he's here in East Coast too. He's in New
Wow.
Jersey. Yes.
Okay, and Kerwin.
In
All
Hey,
Kerwin.
right.
Kerwin.
All right. Let's start Ate Sandy on maybe can you introduce yourself and then we'll go to your transformation story.
Oh my gosh. How do I introduce myself? I well, first of all, I guess you can you can know me as Sandy, the ate ng bayan. So everybody in my amazing Yoli Ohana calls me ate, and it doesn't matter if they're older than me or younger than me or my age. Everybody calls me ate, and I love it. I love it. But um, I was just I was just an ordinary person dreaming to come to America one day and pursue my own American dream. And my biggest motivation at the time, when I came to the US, are my three very young children. Um, so I was widowed at a very young age. I was only 31 when I got widowed, and I was left to care for my three very young children who were then 8 years old, 5 years old, and I have a 1 year old girl. And just imagine the responsibility that's all of a sudden thrust into me single-handedly um, when my husband died, and it was a lot to take in. But people say that if you are put in a difficult situation, it's either it will make you or it will break you. And I've always been a positive person. So, and I know I have that option whether I'm going to break or I'm going to break through. So I chose to break through from that difficult situation of being a single parent and raise my kids single-handedly. But of course, I have give a lot of credit to my parents who were there for me, supporting me so I can make a living and give my kids a comfortable life. So that's my background, and that's how I got here in the U.S.
Wow. All right. Maybe we'll start with your story kasi I'm so excited to share this transformation story and maybe you can walk us through this the pictures that we're seeing now.
Yes. Every time I look at that picture on the left, it kind of reminded me of the toxic life that I used to live. When I say toxic life, what I chose to live in order to provide a comfortable life for my family. So at that time, in that left photo, I was working over 100 hours a week. Like, yes, I know it's crazy. I know some people, like I would hear some of my friends would complain, "Oh my gosh, it's such a rough week. I was doing 80 hours this week," and I don't like voice it out, but I said to myself, wait till you hear how many hours I work in a week. So that was my story, and as a result, Anton, um, I barely have time to really rest and spend time with my family. So first of all, I came to the U.S. In 2008, and alam mo
Mhm.
naman pag pupunta ka sa ibang bansa, if you come to a foreign country, your antidote to loneliness is really just focusing your time on work because you earn more money, and that means more money to send to the Philippines to your family, and I was no exception to that kind of mindset, if you call it, among Filipinos who work abroad, and so I love it that I could provide a beautiful life for my family, not just my kids, but my parents, my siblings, my extended family. So 110 hours of work a week. So I used to have a Monday to Friday 10-hour a day job, and then Friday night I would rush home and then change and pack and leave for a 60-hour straight shift weekend gig. And and then I would come home Monday, and that is the cycle that goes on, week after week, month after month, year after year. And my reward to my hard work, because I have this crazy idea that I work hard, I should reward myself. Well, you guess it, I'm eating, right? But it's not the healthy eating. It's really like splurging on food and splurging on unhealthy stuff. And it got me to a lifestyle wherein I woke up one day with a lot of health issues. And I know my family didn't know this. And so it took me a long time to really come to terms with it, that at that time I was 42, and I already had this medical issue that I thought is only for elderly people. Um, so it's hard for me to accept that. But when I learned to accept it, it became my reality that, oh, this is how it is when you get to this age. I didn't know that there is life outside of that kind of unhealthy lifestyle. So in 2017, so we just bought a house in Long Island. So we bought the house that we prayed so long for. It took us 2 years to look for this house. I mean, if you guys know, when I pray, I'm specific with my prayers. I want a house in a nice neighborhood, how many bedrooms, that kind of stuff. So by the time we finally got this house, so we were cash strapped, because as you guys know, it's expensive to purchase a property here in New York, much more Long Island. So when we started with Yoli, basically we are cash strapped. We have no money to spend for extra things. But we also realized, my husband and I both realized, that we need to take control of our health. And at the time, I was 165 pounds heavy, and I was wearing size 12 clothes. So I posted something. It's actually social media is really my best friend, because through social media, that's when somebody with a very good heart, who's also from Cagayan de Oro, by the way, reached
Ah,
out to me, and I don't even know him, Anton. So
ah,
yes, so he saw my post in Instagram of a pineapple, and there's a subliminal message in that picture, and he just reached out to me and told me that, maybe I would like to take a look at an option for me to gain back my health. So I was home because I was sick at the time. So I was bored. So I said, I have the time, so let me take a look at it. So he
mhm.
showed me something that really stirred my curiosity, and the rest is history. We started our transformation journey. We did it together, me and my husband, April of 2017. And it's amazing that we didn't say that again.
No, yeah, yeah, go. Sabi ni Lucille,
Were you saying something, Anton?
also in this call. No, I'm not sure.
Ah, okay. Also,
All right,
so yeah,
go.
so to continue, so my husband and I did the
Zane,
program.
Zane Angel.
Ah, okay. So yeah, so we did it together, and we didn't even have to wait 3 months or how much long before we see results. I mean, the day after we started day one, I woke up feeling so rejuvenated. Like that term when they tell you you have to recharge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, I felt like an empty battery, and I got recharged. I woke up the following morning. I didn't even have to drag myself out of bed. have so much energy, and I was like, what is this? So so the transformation was just so amazing, and by the time we're done with our program, of the first 28 days, I've lost 17 pounds. But what's amazing, Anton, is not just the pounds lost. I
Mhm.
used to wear a size 12 clothes. Yikes. and, and after 3 weeks, so after 3 weeks, I dropped to size 4. Can you believe it?
Wow. Wow.
Ah,
Yes,
is
it's
that
like
possible?
it blows my mind. It
So
really
wait,
did.
from 12 to 4, Ate Sandy. 12
From
to
size
4.
12 to from size 12 to 4, and the reason I found out was because I had this dress that I wore on my wedding day, and it was a size 4, and I haven't, after the wedding, I forgot about that dress, and then I found it in one of the times that I organized, and then I wore it, and it won't fit me anymore, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But then, out of curiosity again, I said to myself, let me try that dress on if it will fit me. And to my big surprise, it did after only
And
three
Jack
weeks.
and
Yes,
Jack
Wow.
using the
fell in love
program.
again, huh? Ate Sands.
Huh?
Jack fell in love all over.
He's always in love with me in whatever
Yeah.
size I am. Make no mistake about it. Yes, Jack is my
Okay.
number one fan. So,
Okay.
Ooh, fun
Let's
times.
go through some of the photos, maybe dito and ano
Yeah.
ba?
So
yeah, so
this
that's our
was
Sinulog experience in Cebu.
right.
Wow.
And we were actually part of a float for
Oh my
Coca-Cola.
gosh.
And
Oh
it
my
was
Ah,
gosh.
a
Yes.
different kind of experience because we were on the Coke float, and I think Ate Sandy wanted to give out Yoli products on board.
I actually
Oops. Sorry, sorry.
masaya kayo
Tito.
niyan.
Yeah, but we love them.
Yes,
No, no, we didn't do that.
yes.
This one?
So that's my
So Ate Sandy, this
amazing
yeah.
husband Jack. Yes.
Oh, hi.
Yes.
Hello,
That's Tito,
Jack.
me, and Cindy, another business partner from Cagayan de Oro who resides in Rhode Island.
Wow, ang daming Cagayan de Oro connection pala kayo, ah.
Oh yeah.
Ito, dito.
So I think that's the last time Cindy and I traveled to the Philippines, and Dito took us for breakfast on our way back to New York at that time.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
This one.
Fun times.
Oh, that's such a very happy memory. That's the first time I've met Dito in person with Mamita. So that one is our incentive trip in Costa Rica, our first diamond incentive trip in Costa Rica. Yes, yes,
Wow.
yes. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful memory. This is one of the events that we attended in Manila.
Mhm.
So Tina is there, Alan and Bing.
Oo
Oh
nga.
my gosh.
The entire family.
Yes, yes. That's in Costa Rica with
Mhm.
Jack. There you go.
All
More
right.
Costa Rica. Yes, yes,
All right, that's it.
yes.
So, wait. Galing, no? So until now, you can really sustain it.
Yeah, so to continue my story, Anton,
Yes.
um the result that we got from doing the program really fired me and Jack and made us realize, and Dito knows me and Jack, that we're all about helping people and extending ourselves to everybody who needs help. And when Yoli came to our life, we thought that this is an opportunity for us to show how much we care to people. So I did something crazy, Anton. And I know some people who will hear my story would really tell me, you're crazy out of your mind. Why did you do that? Because when I started transforming and I felt good, I should say great about myself. So from physical transformation to emotional transformation, I said to myself, you know what? I really wanted to do this full time. So guess what I did? So I quit my Monday to Friday job. That's
Wow.
50 hours a week that I gave up. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Pay scale in New York, 50
Yes.
hours.
Oh, 50
So that's
hours.
a lot of, yes, yes. So, but you know what? That wasn't really my focus. My focus is I found a new purpose, and I just wanted to give my full attention to people who are willing to listen to my story, because we don't really consider this from the very beginning and even up to now. We really don't think of this as as a business. We think of this more as a mission to help transform people's lives, physically, emotionally, and if they wanted it, there's some kind of financial transformation too. And there's thousands of people out there who are in the same situation as I was, and who have also experienced the same transformations. And I'm just so blessed that I have this, that I wanted to pay this forward. And one of the stories, and I one of my most favorite stories that I wanted to share
Mhm.
with our audience. I was really like debating within myself, how can I add value? I'm always, Anton, I'm always about adding value to people who find time for me.
Mhm.
And I think this is an opportunity for me to share my story. And uh, my apology for people who would who I would come across to them as bragging. I'm sorry, this is not really bragging, but I hope you will listen to my story. So, coming to America is not an easy thing. There are, it's not always a bed of roses. So, I remember that one particular time, and it was winter, and there was a blizzard and 24 inches of snow on the ground. So, imagine yourself walking on that very frigid weather. And I was in that situation where I had to walk a mile and a half to the store and another mile and a half from the store into my workplace. At that time, I was taking care of an elderly couple. So as I was walking on that very frigid road, I can't help but feel self pity and start questioning myself if I made the right decision to come to the US. And actually, I was saying to myself, what are you doing to yourself? You have a beautiful job, beautiful life in Cagayan de Oro in the Philippines, and you left it for this. And then I started getting depressed when I, did that, entertain that kind of negative thought. So knowing me, the fighter in me, I talked myself out of that sorry state of mindset. And I just said to myself, Sandy, remember this day. You will come back to this day, but you're no longer walking in frigid weather. You're not anymore going to walk on 24 inches of snow, but you're going to come back on this road driving a beautiful brand new car. And I said to myself, and when I did that self-talk, guess what? I felt better. And it's like, I have hopes again that one day I'm gonna get out of that situation. So fast forward, of course, I've, you know, life is great here, and I'm just relating this when it comes to Yoli, because when we joined, my husband and I joined Yoli as a business. One of the perks is to get a luxury car that's paid for by the company. And this is not about the car, guys. The car is just a representation of the possibility that could happen to you. And I'm not saying that, you know our organization is the only vessel that you can come aboard and make your life better. But I just want you to think about your life right now, if you are listening right now, because or you are watching right now, because we are FB Live, right? So I just want you to think that it happened to me that when I got my brand new luxury car, so I retraced. Remember that road, the 24 inches of snow? I
Yeah.
Yes.
retraced that road, driving my BMW car,
Mm.
and I was crying. I was crying as I drove by that road, and I could not believe myself. And my husband was in the car with me, and I was crying because dreams do come true, but don't sleep on your dream. You have to wake up. You have to wake up and do something about it.
Yes. Ate Sandy, just question lang. How long
Yes.
did it took from that point um to achieving your dream? That getting to that road again. How long did it took? And at the same time, maybe can you share what were the key things that you've learned throughout that journey?
Okay, so working as a caregiver, when I had that experience of walking on that frigid weather, that was in 2008, and so I retraced that road. Of course, I've been back and forth in that road, but with the luxury car experience that I shared, it took 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
10
Yes.
years.
Wow.
Yeah. 10 years.
Yes.
10 years.
Galing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I think see Ate Sandy went through her, her physical transformation, and she went through her emotional transformation. I think everybody on the Yoli Better Body system experiences that. Um, Ako, I experienced spiritual together with emotional, but like what Ate Sandy says, as soon as you start feeling good about where you are, and what you can uh, what you can inspire people with, add value to yourself, and all that. You start emotionally being connected to people, and that's what's great about Ate Sandy, and um, I was, because our Tuesday shows, Anton and Ate Sandy, usually our Tuesday shows are all about talking about the pillars of health, no, and
yeah.
explaining it, and how that can relate. And usually the Thursday shows are related in a way that because Tuesday was gut health, right? And then today, so I was wondering how I can relate this show to your story. But now I see that one of the things that I learned from you is actually how to think with your gut. Your gut feel has always been your source of discernment for people, and your source of positive energy has always been an inspiration to me and the people you've helped. And I am just really honored to be one of your friends, and I can't I can't stop to think that every time we spend time on the phone and talk about things, and the regular things that, even with this pandemic, it is just amazing how you're able to do all this with Yoli. Now we're able to, I think we called it like a pandemic proof business that we can actually do from home.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and yeah, so the story of Ate Sandy is really inspirational, because it only goes to show that it can happen for us, especially
Mm.
now when um, earning income is really hard. So
Yeah.
Ate Sandy,
Yes.
thank you for
Yes.
sharing your story.
And I am really very grateful for this blessing, and truly, every day I wake up in the morning, counting my blessings, asking the right questions, um, asking the right questions. What am I excited about? What am I grateful for? And who can I bless with? And when I ask those questions, it is not just a question that would, you know, change people's lives, but more importantly, it changed me, spiritually, character wise, because you learn to focus on the right things in life.
Yeah.
Especially this pandemic, it really teaches us to be grateful about the things that we have, that we
Mhm.
used to take for granted, and even the things that we don't have. We are great. We learn to be grateful for that. And I didn't have to enumerate all those um, things that we just took for granted in the past. And this pandemic had brought families together and allowed family to spend more time together actually, and notice things that we don't notice before. And I am just so grateful that, times are hard, but for us to have this opportunity to share the blessing that we have to other people, um, even in the comforts of our home. How
Yeah.
amazing is
Oo
that?
nga, actually nga eh.
Diba?
Yes.
So you
Oo.
can continue to help people even while I am in my home, while I'm cooking dinner for my family, while I'm chit chatting with Dito and other friends. And
Yeah.
I can still help so many people, and I can reach out to them wherever they are in the world.
Yes. Wait,
So,
we have let's do a shout out lang of some of the comments now. So Yam, so proud cousin, Yam
that's my
Sue.
cousin in Cagayan de Oro.
Yeah, and of course Carlos said truly amazing transformation. Galing, galing. Jean said is always welcoming. Oh nga, that's actually my first impression, the smile.
Oh my
is,
gosh, thank you.
is very welcoming. Tita Tina Evangelista. Fourfold, physical, emotional, financial, and spiritual. So,
Ah, thank you, Tina. You're so kind. I love you.
and Wilburn, remain focused on opportunities and connections. All
Uh,
right.
well, thank you. You are super best.
Pero grabe, no? I mean, if you think about it, na-replace niya yung income mo in New York with this other business. That's inspiring, no? You can,
And I didn't even, what's even amazing, Anton? I wasn't really focused on the income. I was don't forget, and I'm
yeah,
not
maybe
gonna
maybe I have a question. Yeah,
yes.
what's the key for building that business? I guess that's my siguro final question for you. Maybe for us, we're building also our own business. What was the key for you to build your diamond business?
The key to building any business is one word: love. Love what you do, whatever it is. Love and give your all to whatever you're doing. And I've always been about, even before I found Yoli in my life, I'm always about giving my 100% in anything I set my mind and my heart on. And I think that that is the bedrock of everything else that followed, as in anything. If you love something, and you really love it without any condition, without any hesitation, nothing can shake you, because building this kind of business is not easy. There are challenges. It's a simple business model, but it's not easy, only because we are dealing with different um, human characters, human behaviors, different human beings from all different kinds of social orientation and cultural orientation. And and I think that plays into part also, Anton, with my growth in Yoli, because what's so amazing about this company is it's not really focused on profit. It's really focused on the growth of its people. The Yoli community we call Yoli Nation. Our founders are, I mean, which which CEO invites you to come to his house and spend the weekend for a business mentoring.
Talaga?
He really does it, Anton. Robbie
So,
Fender
so
invites you to.
our amazing founder, Robbie Fender, invited us to his amazing house in Salt Lake City and did a personal mentoring. And I remember that event that we were in his house and he asked me the question, Sandy, what's stopping you from achieving great things in your Yoli business? And I dig deep into myself, and because there's so many and a lot of Filipinos are very successful in this organization.
Oo nga.
A lot of, well,
Why?
Sheila and Lucille, um, I think resilience is number one. Um, the word
Grit.
before the word I grit, yes, the word before that I used was go getter, and
Mhm.
now Dito knows this that I am more of becoming a go giver.
Mm.
So
Nice.
yes, so go getter. See, I've been through a lot of trainings and mindset development that really allowed me to see things in better perspective, and just this past few months leading into this pandemic, I am so blessed to have been inoculated with a lot of personal development trainings that
Mhm.
really helped me handle the situation better. And when I say transcending being a go-getter before to becoming a go-giver, when you are a go-getter, yes, you take every opportunity to benefit yourself. That's being a go-getter, right? You want success. But then I come across this learning that really the key to success, and even our founders said this, the secret to living is giving, and
Mm.
and becoming a go-giver is really a beautiful principle, because when you start forgetting about your own personal interest and really just focus on helping and giving of yourself to other people and helping them get whatever they want in life, it's just automatic that your needs are taken care of. And I think I would attribute my success to that mindset. And and also there is another thing, and this is not an attack to our beautiful Filipino culture, but I'm just saying that I grow up thinking that being materialistic is a sin.
Mm.
I grow up that we were told that, oh, don't be so materialistic, right? And then
Yes.
going back to that weekend with Robbie, he's the one who told me that, Sandy, it's not bad to desire for material things. It's not bad to desire for money, um, if it can help you become more of what you already are. And that hit me like a ton of brick. If money can help you become more of what you already are. So if you are a generous person by heart, guess what? If you have more money, you can help more people. And that was since my motivation to work harder in this business, because why not? If I can be an instrument so somebody's life can be better, i'm I'm all for that. I'm all about helping people, and if I can do that, if I have the opportunity to help, I always do that. And it gives me a fulfillment that I haven't found when I was doing my other professional career.
Galing, galing, galing. So inspiring. We'll put up some of the comments, Zain. We are from CDO Mafia.
Yes, yes. Hi, Zane.
You're a great example.
I
My
know.
friend. Yes, hi, Che.
And Carlos, of course. Good news
Yes.
as is prime of that.
So Carlos is the person who introduced me to Yoli.
Ah, Carlos.
Yes, Carlos
Okay. Yes,
Cabrera.
Carlos Cabrera. All
He was the
right.
pineapple guy.
The pineapple guy,
Yes, yes.
All right.
Go.
So inspiring. I think, especially for us who is starting, and
Yeah.
sometimes you get confused nga on how do you start, etc. And that guidance of being a go giver is actually one of the best advice I've seen in
Right.
this business so far.
Yeah.
Great. I think so too.
Yes, exactly. And to add to what Ate Sandy said about being a go-giver, Anton, you asked how she actually succeeded in getting where she's at right now. Is I
Uh,
think she just shared it with no expectations. And if
Yes.
you're led by love, you transform, and then you trust, you connect to people by
Yes.
hand, by heart, by mind. And Ati Sandy has done that successfully.
Yes.
And if, like what she said, no, we are all passionate about what we do. You are passionate about what you do, Anton, as a food blogger, and I'm also passionate as an architect. But Yoli has been a source of de-stressing, especially
mhm,
on these times that we're also struggling with our small businesses, right? Making it work. And
mhm.
Yoli has been a positive source, Ate Sandy has been a positive source of um, personal development. You know, soon as you're led by your hand, your heart, and your mind, it's totally fulfilling. It's fulfilling at a different level. So thank you so much. I learned so much, and I'm deeply touched by this transformation story. Thank God,
Yeah.
Sandy. I know it's like 2:30 in the morning over there,
Yes.
but thank
And
you for
I'm still
sharing.
wide awake. Can you believe
And,
it, guys?
How's the fashion
Thanks to
done?
passion.
maybe can we have a photo lang for
Oh
our
yeah.
Absolutely.
okay, one, two, one more
Actually,
uh
yung ganun natin, Anton. Transformation
sige.
trial.
Oo nga. So paano?
Raise your
Ano
fist.
si Ate Sandy?
What is
Ate
it? Like
Sands,
this?
let's
Hindi,
do
turuan
this.
mo.
Yeah. Like Pacquiao. There you go. It's a triumph, right?
Wait, one more. Okay. One, two, one more dito.
Side
One,
by side.
two. Nasa na. Okay. One, two. And Ate Sandy, one solo lang. One solo. Solo lang. Okay,
There you go.
okay, one, two. All right, thank you so much, and
Oh, Ate Sands.
Thank you, guys.
thank
Much.
you,
Louis from Canada. Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Grabe yung fan base.
Oh, thank you, Ate Sandy.
Thank you. No, I should
Thank
be the
you,
one thanking you
everyone.
guys for the opportunity. And my parting words to everyone, just love. And if people still don't feel your love louder. Let's do that because this world that we're in right now needs so much love. And if you can give it,
Mm.
don't be selfish. Give it wholeheartedly, louder.
All right. Thank
Yes,
you.
love louder. Thank you,
Thank
Ate Sandy.
Thank
thank
you,
you.
guys.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Galing.
Wow,
Thank
Ate
you so
Sands.
much.
Thank you so
Uh,
much.
You're welcome.
So much, Ate Sands. That
oh,
was really, I think that was a very inspirational show for. I can't wait to see the people that will be inspired by this show.
ang
Can't
galing, no?
wait. Hmm.
Thank you,
Um,
guys.
Hindi, pero salamat no for sharing that. Kasi nga like for example for us for starting to build a business,
Hmm.
parang minsan kasi hindi mo alam mo how to start how to
Yes,
I know you have to give love, pero how do you give that love? How to alam mo yon and it's
yes,
just
yes.
but
Anton, I think you you get there, it's a process. It's a slow process, but then as soon as you get there, you'll know. And the rank of diamond is actually not because of all the volume or the income that you earn. It's actually it relates or amounts to the amount of people you've helped,
Yes.
and it's I get goosebumps. No, like just the just this morning, someone thanked me for helping them transform, and that is something that you will experience. And as soon as you experience that, you'll be completely yolified. And that's what yolified actually means for everyone. Di ba?
Yes.
Uh,
And Anton, this is a, like I said earlier, this is a very simple business model. It's a business of duplication. Can you believe it? Did you hear it
Yeah.
right? It's a business of duplication. This is not a new concept. This is a tried and tested business model that has already made so many millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
And all you have to do is really take the clue from successful people, because success leaves clues, as we know,
Mm-hmm.
and model the people who have already who have become successful in this business. And I'm not saying that it's foolproof. You will trip and stumble along the way, but always keep trying, and always loving the process. Because like, I don't have experience, I'll be honest with you. I didn't have experience in network marketing or direct sales when I joined Yoli. Can you believe it? And then I just
Kami
love
rin,
the
wala
process.
rin.
Huh?
I don't have also.
Yeah, so I know I can relate. So I feel you. I totally feel you, because I was in the same boat, that I don't have experience. And I'm just so blessed that I have leaders, Sheila and Lucille and Carlos. They've been very um, consistent about, when you meet people, and of course we meet people who will talk BS to us, and of course you don't know them because you just met them for the first time,
Mhm.
and you can give them a little bit of your trust, and just pay attention if there is consistency in the things they say and the things that they do. But these
Mhm.
people that I was telling you about, Sheila and Lucille and Carlos, they've been very consistent with when they told us in the beginning. Okay, they told me, Ate Sandy, we're here to hold your hands. Believe it or not, I'm 3 years in this business and counting. They still continue to hold my hands. And
Nice.
now it empowered me to hold other people's hands. So you're seeing a duplication of a beautiful, beautiful business model that's really all about, you know, making people become the best version of themselves, because that's what this is all about. If you
yep.
can really get your mindset into that,
Mhm.
the idea that for you to succeed in this business, you have to be the best version of yourself. Because I'm saying it's not an easy business, but it is simple.
Mhm.
Yes.
Just
Galing,
don't
galing.
give up. Just don't give up.
Just keep going and keep loving, because, Robbie and our company president, Rod Harrison, say this: love can never be rejected, it can only be accepted. And if you think it was rejected, it's not really a rejection. It is more of a manifestation of a person's current state of mind. It's not because he rejected your love. Just keep on loving. It will never be rejected. It
Wow.
can
Ang
Love can
galing.
only be accepted.
Galing, galing, galing. Thank you for sharing that. Wow. One of the
Now you
best
have a new
advice.
friend, New York.
Oo, oo nga.
Julian, I love your TikTok.
All right. Again, thank you so much. I know It's late there in New York. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and for inspiring our audience. Most people watch this in replay, and I'm sure this will multiply forever for people watching this video.
Wow, this I'm immortalized in the show. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. All
Thank you. Thank you,
right.
guys. Anton, thank you. You have an
Thank
amazing
you.
show and an amazing service to humanity. And God bless you more for this.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
for introducing me to Anton and for inviting
Oh,
me here.
my pleasure, Ate Sans. And we'll see you later, huh?
All right,
Love you,
guys.
Ate Sans.
Love
Smile
you.
too. Oh my gosh. Oh, ang sarap after the show. Yeah.
Yeah, usually, kasi
Yes.
The video.
limitless love na, yeah. Oh, ang galing. Oo nga.
Anton, you should meet Jack pala. Jack
Yes.
is
Yes, come to New
Yeah.
York, Anton. We'll take care of you.
Just comment lang dito kay Joe, the reason nga the after show, kasi I noticed also in our conversation, pagtapos ng show, yung after discussion, parang mas maganda than the show. So, we actually really just keep it on rolling kasi
Yes,
sometimes
yes.
the nuggets are also there, di ba? Although we
Yes.
learned throughout the entire show, I'm sure a lot of people will benefit from your
Yes.
advice. Again,
Yes.
thank you so much. Thank you, Dito.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good
Thank you.
afternoon,
Anton.
Philippines.
Thank you.
Early morning in New York.
Tulog ka na, Ate Sandy.
Bye-bye.
Take
What
dream.
is?
Go sleep, take dream.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.